The Vedantic framework treats physical death as a rigid, calculable ontological transition, a highly structured transfer of consciousness from one framework to another. The Bhagavad Gita provides the operational blueprints for this transition. In its middle chapters, this ancient Sanskrit manuscript pivots from theoretical philosophy to applied universal mechanics. This pivot is sharpest in Chapter 8, titled Akshara Brahma Yoga. The discourse begins with the warrior Arjuna firing 8 technical questions at his guide, Krishna, to define the underlying structure of reality. Arjuna demands precise definitions for the absolute, the self, and action. He seeks a map for the material world, the celestial hierarchies, the divine presence, and the exact mechanics required to leave the physical body. Krishna responds with a model of a unified metaphysical machine, where the cosmic scale and the personal experience are completely interlocked. To follow this chapter, we must view theology as a precise systems architecture, where the goal is engineering a successful exit from the physical timeline. The foundational layer of reality is Brahman, the supreme imperishable absolute outside time or space. This absolute reality localizes into the individual subject, forming Adhyatma, the spiritual essence within a physical body. This subject interacts with an objective, material realm called Adhibhuta, characterized by constant mutation and decay. The connecting force is karma, the directional vector driving physical manifestation and locking the subject into a material cycle. Overseeing this entire system is the cosmic administrative layer, Adhidaiva, the macrocosmic divine person. Finally, Adhyajna, the glowing core inside the localized Adhyatma node, represents the Supreme Lord dwelling silently within the individual's heart. This 6-part map establishes that the individual's physical reality is hardwired to the transcendent absolute through an unceasing engine of cause and effect. With the hardware mapped, we must address the immediate challenge. What happens to that localized consciousness at the moment of biological failure? Verse 8.6 introduces an exact psychological law, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam, the specific mental state an individual contemplates at the threshold of death dictates their next state of existence. Krishna describes a terminal realization that operates with mathematical precision, removing the element of chance from the soul's destination. As the diagram illustrates, the final thought is the derivative of samskaras, the lifelong accumulation of mental conditioning, daily habits, and attachments that form an inescapable trajectory. Krishna provides a practical solution to this programming with a specific command, Mam anusmara yudhya cha, remember me and fight. This directive demands that the practitioner maintain an internal, contemplative focus while executing active duties in the world. The soul's exit from the physical system is programmed by what it deemed most valuable while living within it. To understand what the soul is attempting to escape, we must look at the massive scale of cosmic time established in Chapter 8. The Gita measures time through the creator deity, Brahma. A single day for Brahma, a kalpa, spans 4.32 billion human years. At the dawn of Brahma's day, all living entities manifest. At his dusk, they are dissolved back into a dormant seed state. This cycle of manifestation and destruction defines the apara of yakta, the causal material unmanifest. The ultimate target for the departing soul lies beyond this cycle, the para of yakta. This eternal, transcendent, unmanifest reality remains stable and untouched, even when the material universe perishes. Breaching the boundary of cosmic time itself allows a soul to reach the eternal para of yakta, leaving even the highest material heavens behind. To reach that destination, verses 23 through 26 map 2 specific cosmological corridors that a departing soul can travel. The path of light, or Shuklagati, is associated with fire, daytime, and the northern solar course. This trajectory leads directly to Brahman and absolute liberation from rebirth. The path of darkness, Krishnagati, is marked by smoke, night, and the southern sun. This route leads to a temporary celestial reward, followed by a return to the material matrix. The interpretation of these paths has sparked centuries of debate among Vedantic scholars. The Advaita tradition, led by Adi Shankara, interprets these paths as allegorical indicators of internal states of awakening versus ignorance. The Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition views these paths as literal trajectories toward a transcendent spiritual realm presided over by a personal divine. Whether these paths are viewed as literal cosmic corridors or internal psychological shifts, they represent the final divergence of a soul's evolutionary trajectory. These mechanical demands, controlling the life breath and tracking precise solar alignments, present an overwhelming challenge during a biological crisis. To override this, verse 8.14 introduces Ananya Bhakti, unswerving devotion. Krishna states that for the practitioner who maintains a single-minded focus on the divine over a lifetime, the supreme becomes sulabha, easily attainable. This relational focus allows the practitioner to bypass the need for complex physiological yogic maneuvers at the moment of death. This multi-billion-year cosmic architecture yields to the relentless, unbroken direction of the human heart, bypassing the necessity of mechanical mastery.